Something's going on out there.
There's always something going on. And there's actually a lot more activity out there than usual.
Sounds like it, doesn't it?
Well, maybe they're allowed to have more people in their space now. Legally or something.
Shut that.
Oh, that was rude.
Mic check? Oh, was that me?
Yeah, I could have put some more backbone into that.
Excuse me.
I could have been more aggressive.
Was that
Are we live?
We are.
What's up? It's the West Goats coming at you live from the underground music station in Hood River, Oregon, out in the stankin' ass Columbia River Gorge. And I say that because I can smell all of you from the location that we're at here. Yeah.
It's Tofurkey.
Is that what it is?
Well, it's Tofurkey and Full Sail, like, dumping off their waste.
What? Really? I thought it was the sewage treatment plant.
Well, I think that's down a little ways. But it could be that, too.
You still sound distant from that mic.
Okay.
But it's cool. I'm trying to fix
No,
that.
I think I can... Let me do some stuff here.
Hell yeah. What they need to do, what they need to do is they need to make condenser mics that just kind of like clip onto your hat. Just hang down. That looks so dumb. Remember those beer hats back in the day? The hats where you could put 2 beer cans in it. That is so dumb. That's not a way to enjoy a beer. I remember like beer bonging too. I remember like back in the day. When I say back in the day, I'm talking like 1990 fucking 4 or something, 96. Sure. My brother and his friends, like, they were really into bongs, dude. Remember I told you on one of these casts, you want some help there, dude?
I'm just trying to figure out which is...
Here, I can get this. So you gotta go like this. And then, Powski, my damn phone.
Times the goddamn...
Something like that.
The goddamn, cable.
And there we go. Now it's on. All right. Sound good? Sound sexy? Sound like you're on
better, right?
Sounding like you're on NPR now?
Well, I mean, probably sounds better.
Yeah, better than NPR. So, my brother, they were really into bong hits, dude. And my brother, like, built a bong where he had to climb on the roof, and his buddy, like, lit it down in the... Just dumb. That's not an enjoyable bong hit.
No.
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 It's going to be stale, and it's going to hurt.
I'm not into that. I mean, I still got that little echo, don't I?
No, it sounds great.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Maybe it's just those headphones. And,
okay.
And these, it sounds crystal.
Well, these headphones are Bluetooth, so they're not, they're probably a delay.
I also don't know what it actually sounds like. This is our first time using actual mics.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if they're working or not.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we get some people talking to us that tell us.
Yeah. There's one of the we got 20,000 viewers right now. One of the 20,000 viewers out there, tell us how we sound. Also, you can ask us questions. We have the answers to everything. So, something cool on your phone there? What do you got going on over there?
Yeah, I just had to answer a couple texts.
Oh, fuck yeah. Well, that's not very exciting.
Nah, it's not at all.
Here, let's see what's on my phone. Whoa!
We gotta clear
that search history.
Were you wanting to do some kind of headlines or anything?
Well, let's see. Not really. The stimulus, definitely pretty interesting stuff. Why don't you tell the viewers how it's going for you?
Well, I mean, I don't want to get robbed. I got like 9 stimuluses.
No.
Oh no.
No, Roman already got his stimulus.
Yeah.
And he did last time too. They put it in his Venmo.
I got it last night, Friday night.
Dude, I'll get mine in like 8 months if I even get it, I'm sure. No, I'm joking, but still, interesting stuff. You know what's funny about the stimulus argument? Like just going political just a little bit here. I'm going to just have some fun with it, though.
Okay.
The argument of government handouts, free money. And the truth is, we all pay federal taxes.
Sure.
So it's really a return. It is. You paid into it, and now you're just getting some money back.
Right.
And there's no argument. It's indefensible. Meaning, like, it's not free money. There's no debate. If you paid taxes, it's just getting some money back.
And it's kind of interesting too, because it's just one amount for everybody. So it's a little bit less to even bitch about, really.
Right. Well, what do you mean?
I mean, it's just everybody got like a little chunk of cash.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, but I mean, everybody didn't pay the same amount of taxes, but
sure. We'll see.
And you know what I mean? But it makes it more fair because, like, obviously, like, my dad was like, well, fuck, I mean, people that made like 10 grand a month still got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, he's like, come on. Okay. And I'm like, you know, it's like everybody's got their opinion on how much you should have been able to make before you got money.
So I have some thoughts on that. And actually, I think there's some credibility to what I'm about to say. Seriously. I wouldn't say that unless I didn't genuinely believe it. You know, because I like to joke and talk a lot of shit, but I actually have some insight on this subject. So an economic stimulus, isn't just about like helping the guy who needs to pay his rent. So a really good example is that hypothetical dude you just mentioned. He's making 10 grand a month and he just got an extra $1,400. Well, if that was me, and this isn't just a hypothetical, this is how an economic stimulus actually works. If it was me and I got an extra $1,400, I might be like, I'm going to go get that fucking tattoo I wanted. And then you go down to the tattoo parlor down the road, get some extra money, you're going to get a tattoo. The tattoo parlor's getting customers. They're like, fuck yeah. You're stimulating the economy. The point is it's extra money. And if it's extra money getting spent, that's extra money going back into the economy. So like that's the concept, is that a person who's actually well off, in that bracket you just described too, maybe it's a little less. Like, I don't make a lot of money. Right? But I mean, I make a comfortable living. I think sometimes I could do better. But like, same thing. I'm going to get the money at some point. And I'm going to spend it the same way, like back into my local community. So anyway, that's just the concept. The idea is that the money is just out there and it's just going to get spent if it's in the hands of people who have extra money. They're going to go spend it at the like local businesses that have been closed, and they're going to go like gift shopping and buy extra fucking new clothes or whatever.
Oh yeah. No, I think that's just a sound argument, a good way of looking at it. But I think my point of view of why that there's a certain amount of money that person's probably already going to get whatever tattoo they wanted to get because they make that much money. So that's all that I mean, is that there's a level where it's probably not 10 grand a month, but it's some level where you've already donated probably what you're going to donate, and you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So you're stimulating the economy, and those people that do buy all the tattoos and do that.
See, that was one grain of sand.
Well, no, I think
the idea of having extra money, like you might spend. Right. I don't know,
but I think certain industries definitely are more stimulated by what you consider to be like bulk stimulation type money. Like when people just get a chunk of money, because the food industry is kind of like a consistent industry, so to say, comparatively to the tattoo industry, in that sense that like when people do get like a free, $1,400, the likelihood that they book a tattoo with that money is probably higher than you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and whether or not they had to buy the food all year long that basically costs, maybe say $600 a month or something.
I think it's just so big. It's so big. It's so hard to wrap your head around the enormity of, of the universe, let's say, the fucking cosmos. To wrap your head around numbers, I guess, too. It's like what I mean by that is like there's demographics. You're right. Where it's probably not going to get that. It's not going to stimulate the economy in that way. And then in other places, they could probably use more. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I just think that you can maybe piss less people off or some political reason, basically. Like, I just believe that there's always a certain amount of money that you're going to be able to get from people without having people being angry, and then how you spend the money is also a really important aspect of it. And I mean how the government is, and so when it comes to like when people focus on the actual amount of money sometimes, as opposed to like even how the money's spent, or even some variation of those two things, it seems odd. And to me, the stimulation could be a little more direct sometimes than even cash when it comes to things like I always say, like rezoning. Like the federal government could chop off a big chunk of land and give it to the county that it's next to.
I figured you were going to go
all kinds of things.
The complexity, and I'm sure
much more useful, I think.
Is that the fucking train?
Yeah.
Wow. I think just as well as me that it's really hard to get shit done in Washington. So like what you're describing is like,
or Oregon.
Or Oregon and local governments too. Like, yeah, it's really difficult to get shit done. So yeah, in a perfect world, I love them. So what are these people commenting on here?
Yeah, I think so, but it's hard to read from here.
Yeah, I can't see anything. They probably are asking me for advice because I know the answers to everything.
Well, that's part of the show, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it is.
Let me look I'll fucking look on my fucking phone here.
Yeah, that's it.
It's not working very good. What do you think about Chinese food today?
I think I'm not eating. I'm on a Chinese food break still, bro. You just want me to start going off about food. And I will. Fuck.
What's wrong with going on?
Oh my god, dude, the way I feel after I eat Chinese food, it's like, it used to be one day. Okay? One day, I wake up in the morning, getting that super hot oil action going on in the back door, or whatever you want to call it. Just things are not groovy, bro. And you're like, it's worth it. It's so worth it. But dude, now getting older, it lasts like, a day, 2 days. Now it's like 3 days. It's like 3 fucking days. Seriously, sometimes more. So we ate Chinese food the other day, and you saw how I eat it. It's like crack cocaine to me. I'm like fucking shoveling it in like Garfield eats lasagna, dude. Like, and I can't stop.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's like a weakness of mine. I told you I used to just eat it every time I was out of town because my wife won't let me eat Chinese food.
I want to talk. When I bring up food, I kind of want to talk about how good it is, but it seems like we always talk about how bad it is.
No, it's not. It is good. That's why I love it and eat it, and it's like one of my favorite foods. So like, I used to be really, really big into tacos.
Right.
Like that was my jam, dude. I eat fucking taco everything.
Like authentic.
No, dude. Yeah, I would just make up my own. I had a lot, I would just like do slow cooker carnitas at my house, basically.
Right.
And tacos are all about the hot sauce.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would start making my own hot sauces, dude, and then I'd look around like, why do I feel so shitty? I'd be like, dude, I drank like a pint of habanero hot sauce in the last 2 days. Like, that's how much of it I was fucking eating.
Sure.
So I kind of like shifted from tacos back to burgers.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, oh my god, I'm going to talk about food forever.
Why not?
Okay. I get back to burgers, and I really I just got turned back onto burgers, I guess, because In-N-Out opened, and then I discovered Five Guys. Right. And then I'm just like, dude, you know what? I'm back on the bird dog train.
I think we tuned into your figuring out about Five Guys episode of like 3 or 4 episodes ago, maybe.
Yeah.
It's a good story.
Yeah, totally. But Chinese food's always been there. It's always been a part of my life. I've always loved Chinese food. Fucking salty ass fried Chinese food, so good.
Well, and the cream cheese, fake crab
puffs. Oh fuck yeah, dude! Oh, I love them. So we were talking about
all wrong.
We were talking about the like getaways at the beach,
right?
And I was telling you we get Chinese food delivered there. They delivered this mayo honey covered fried chicken.
Really?
Oh my God, it's evil, bro. It's so evil.
Yeah. I think I got like about a couple months before I do a vacation. I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, you were saying you had it booked last year or something.
Yeah, I just booked it the same weekend that we left.
Fuck yeah.
A year away.
What are people saying on there?
I really can't see that far. And so
I can read this guy. This user's name is Skinny from the Front. And she says,
well, it says cat list. I can see some.
I know. I'm just trying to make something up. I was gonna like make something up about how they were telling me how awesome I am. And
I think that's what it says, though. Anyway, she was just saying that we sounded good.
Whatever.
But
so
they turn gray. They're much harder to read.
So anyway, I was thinking as soon as I get my stimulus money, I'm going straight to my cocaine dealer, and I'm gonna get like the fucking, the fish scale fucking, and I'm gonna fucking lock myself in a public bathroom for like a day.
In a public bathroom?
A public bathroom.
Just for the extra anxiety or something?
I just don't like to bring that stuff into my house, dude.
Sure.
It's dirty.
Sure. I get that. You don't want to bring yourself on it in your own house.
It's funny how many, and I've said this before, people watching or listening, maybe, I don't know. I make a lot of cocaine jokes because it's funny. Cocaine's funny because it's so dirty, man. Like, ugh. Yeah, fucking gross. Makes me like want to crawl out of my fucking skin. It's like you were describing earlier about like when you drink too much coffee.
Well, I did.
You did. That's the same feeling. That's like being on blow.
I drank too much coffee this morning. For about 5 minutes, I sat in my chair and I was like, fuck, man.
Yeah, what do you do?
Me?
No, like anyone.
I turned on Rush.
Oh, shit.
And that kind of got me out of it.
Do you remember the movie Rush?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you said you want some brown. Remember that? I never forgot that because I'm like, Brown's like, cops got to do some H-bomb. And then she shoots it up and she like, I think her like eyes start rolling back in her head and shit. And she's like, the dude's all, it's like floating on a cloud of titties. Do you remember that?
Well,
that movie terrified my young self into never trying that shit.
Right. That's good. That's why they make those movies. It's a hidden kind of propagandist way of teaching.
Well, and fuck, what's her name? She was so fucking hot. Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Oh.
Yeah, she was in that movie, right?
I don't know. I don't remember. When you said the movie and you started explaining it, I started kind of just not. It just wasn't making any. I mean, like it wasn't connecting to anything. I can't remember that movie.
The movie Rush is about two cops that are trying to get like a huge heroin bust, and so they end up like using heroin to like get into the.
Oh yeah,
they're like undercover or some shit.
That does sound familiar.
And then they get like they have to fucking detox like after the bust and shit, and like I think they like go up in a cabin or something, and I just remember that scene like, what? That's what happens when you don't do it? Like fuck that. I was a really young kid. Dude, it's weird. Movies back then, like movies I watched like all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, and I'm like, that's awesome. And then I'd be like terrified of like Boys in the Hood. Right. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what Hollywood was trying to do, scare the shit out of white people with all these fucking hood movies.
That's true, yeah.
And that's what it did.
Well, that's like, it's just like a weird self-fulfilling concept when you say, hey, make it real, and to the director, and they're like, really? Like, real? Like, but it's a movie. Like, we usually make movies like, kind of fun or funny or
right.
something. Like, no. Let's capture what's real about that life. And so there's like, that's dope in a way, like, oh my God. But then in a way you're like, ooh.
I'm sorry.
What happened?
I'm looking up Rush.
Oh yeah.
What is that shit? What is that?
That's a race car movie.
Yeah, that's not the movie I'm talking about. What the fuck is that shit? Oh, damn. These guys look like fucking posers. I'm so judgy. Shut up, Nick. Okay, let me see. Rush.
That's like Thor, bro.
Movie heroine.
Let's Thor, bro.
Sorry I interrupted you with laughing. I'm so rude. I'm going to listen to this later and be like, you're such a rude... Jennifer Jason Leigh, bro. Bam! Rush. Film, 91. So what the fuck was that other one? Music by Eric Clapton. That's not, like, random. That's not random. I mean, come on. Like, Keith Richards said no. They're just looking for like the most doped out bro they can find to do the soundtrack. Shit. Anyway, this other dumb Rush movie, I want to look it up. Is that...
No, it's not that dumb. It's actually pretty good.
Okay, well, let's listen to the description. In the mid-1970s, charismatic English playboy James Hunt and Austrian perfectionist Nikki, I can't pronounce their names, share an intense rivalry in Formula One racing, driving vehicles that are limited. Let me start over, sorry. It's been a while since I've done the movie voice. This is such a dumb description. It's hard to say this with any kind of conviction. Okay. Driving vehicles that are little more than gas-filled rolling bombs. Hunt and Lotta burn up the track, all while pushing themselves to the breaking point of physical and mental endurance. It sounds kind of cool, actually.
It's got like a... it's like one of those...
It's like the whole movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy's like... Fucking get out of my way! It's like something like that.
I pass out watching movies all the time because I just can't. I just fall asleep.
Yeah, me too.
I tried to talk my wife into watching Starship Troopers the other night.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's on. It's a classic.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
They're so fucking irrationally hardcore. It's the funniest.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get that line of comedy. That like I don't even get what they were going for. Like it is
Starship Troopers.
Yeah, it was irrationally ruthless.
It's so good.
It is.
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite movies. I loved it the first time I watched it. My wife, she was kind of and you know what? My wife's cool. She I fell asleep during Aliens, and I forced her to watch it. I'm like, Liz is a fucking classic. And I passed out like 5 minutes in, and she watched the whole thing. Couldn't believe it. She watched the whole thing, and she's like, "It was actually
it is a great movie."
She's like, "It was actually really good." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, it's a good movie." But what was the other one I was talking about that I just watched though? It wasn't Aliens. Gee, why is my short-term memory so jacked up?
No, Starship Troopers.
Oh, Starship Troopers. You were talking about the yelling and the...
Oh, yeah.
She's like, I had to turn it off because she's like, it was just nonstop gunfire. People dying and shit.
And their limbs are flying off and shit. Get the bugs!
And all the fascist overtones or whatever, the way it's making just fun of all of that, and
I know that's great.
It is great,
except
making fun of nationalism. And
I can't tell if what they were trying to do, like it's so authentically shitty that it's hard for me to believe that they were all in on it. The
actors,
yeah, like I think they were just trying to make a good movie, and they just happened to make a comedy.
Huh. Like the actors themselves, not the production team.
All of it. Just the whole thing was like them trying to make kind of like a fucking action film with stars and stuff. And then like after a bit of just kind of like...
It bombed and then took off,
you
right?
suck. Yeah. But then it's fucking hilarious.
I love
it's just like the certain scenes, like, okay, like the fucking shower rooms, like in the future, everyone showers together.
Oh, yeah.
But they still want to fuck like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, okay, wait a minute. Like, nobody sees any issues with that. Like, there's some new level of pride that people have all established where this is just fine.
Well, it's nature, man. You know, back in the tribal days, like dudes would like try to push other dudes' fucking seed out. You know what I mean? Make room for theirs. That's serious.
Yeah.
That's real shit.
In the future.
No, that was in the past.
In the future, humans have evolved to a level
going
to
back.
share shower rooms and want to fuck only when they want to.
Starring Robert De Niro, Brad Pitt,
As
Greg Olson, and Russell Wilson.
as the grandfathers.
Well,
Ocean's 71.
nice. And everybody's just like Darth Vadered out in the future.
Their skin's falling off, you mean?
Well, no, you're part machine.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's kind of the story of Darth too, bro, is like, once like you can't feel anything, like, what are you? What are you?
What are you even?
Yeah, so anyway, switching gears here.
Mm-hmm.
I ate mushrooms yesterday.
Did you?
Yep.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. It was an interesting day. You never know what you're going to get with those things. I think there's a lot of different strains now that are just available, I guess, is what I mean. So, like, when I eat one, I don't know what kind of mushroom you know what I mean? What kind of trip? Sometimes you're going to get that sharp and, you know, that freaking, that edgy, sharp kind of like what is going down feeling.
Sure.
And then sometimes it's just like prisms and just mellow.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, I don't know. I think that's pretty common. I don't know. I just think it's hard to see what you're getting, like, from what you eat. It's hard to see the amount of the high in the amount you eat.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of into, like, I see the point of something like, you know, like teas or something, right? Because you're getting everything all in one, right? So there's a certain consistency to something like that. But then there's also kind of like, I think there's a general statement that people would say that it's not quite as not quite as bam in that method.
Yeah, I have never done a tea. Yeah.
At any rate, I just think it's like a good way to mix together the most potent aspects with the least potent and kind of get a consistency. And then if you're doing by yourself, it's one thing, but with somebody else or other people, then you kind of could get a grip on the amount everyone's having.
Yeah. That's a good point too. One guy's going to be like freaking out. One guy's going to want to take a nap.
Just because of like
they took two different mushrooms. Yeah. It's like, are they legal here yet?
Well, they're not. They're just decriminalized.
They're decriminalized. There's no kind of like clinical legalization of mushrooms in Oregon.
What I read recently is that there's a 2-year setup from a board that's been established at the beginning of the year. And for 2 years, they have to establish the ground rules for it before they start to allow permits to be purchased for either the production or the purchase and, I guess, prescription aspect.
For like some kind of treatment of some whatever or another.
PTSD, certain psychological,
and you know,
therapeutic. I believe also then that's also when people can sign up, is what I read also.
Oh, okay. What state has it right now? Is it Washington?
Just Oregon.
Oh. You know, here's my thought. Like, I don't like microdosing that much. I like to kind of lift off a little bit.
Well, it's so,
yeah.
I think that's also part of the deal is creating like a standard milligram potency concept that is basically done through a lot of these trials where people are going to be able to fill out some kind of survey about how their experience was, so there can be some kind of consistency with it. I really wish that marijuana went through that process at some point, so there could be some kind of standard.
Yeah, no
kind of nice, but it just it was too prevalent, I think, in the system, and had been pushed too close for too long to being legal, and once the dam broke, it was just, a matter of time. People don't want to lose the money now. It's kind of stupid to lose the money if people are driving to other states right next to your state.
Yeah, you're right, and it was like a gold rush.
Yeah, it still is. I mean, places like Texas still haven't unleashed. So there's still billions of dollars.
There's no way Texas is going to legalize weed.
Oh, I bet within 3 years, I bet you everywhere is. Not because of Biden or anything, but just the finances.
It's such easy money. Such easy money. So easy.
It's already money that's there, and it's money that even if your argument is that it's not healthy for there to be so much marijuana, which is a decent argument for anyone that doesn't like marijuana, I could listen to that argument, but the lack of deadliness of marijuana allows for the problem to, even if it becomes a problem, it doesn't manifest enough to make people change their opinions. It just makes kids maybe shouldn't be smoking it at a young age. I think that's your biggest problem, I would say.
It's the novelty will wear out for kids if it's legalized, though.
I think after a while, you'd think that. You'd think it would, because they wouldn't feel the urge to do it at a young age, because it had that extra stigma attached to it. I think that's the. But again, I don't know. Some things are true like that, but then also they're just really good. So, you know what I mean? Some things are just so good. Like you were talking about cocaine earlier. There's enough people that like cocaine to enough of a level that's not healthy that it would change a lot of the world if it was legal. Even if it should probably be legal. And people should be able to do whatever they want to some degree if they're not hurting anyone else. It'd still be a shit show for a lot of people. If they could just go to Rosar's and get a big bag of cocaine.
Yeah. Well, cocaine is, I think the biggest difference is that it's heavily processed. It has to go through a lot of shit to become that. If the plant was decriminalized, it'd be different. You'd have, kids would be pulling leaves,
chewing on
them, walking down the street. And then there's plants like that all over the fucking planet. Those ones that I can't remember all their names. I can't remember everything all the time. But those ones that stain their mouth purple. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's in Polynesia or some shit. Every continent has its version of a cocoa plant.
Sure.
And they chew on the leaves in other parts. But anyway, back to that. That's the other thing. The public access, walking into Rosar's, buying a big old bag of Coke. Coke is made with gasoline and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not, I don't know. It's just a little bit different. And heroin too, same thing. It's it's a heavily concentrated, processed thing. Whereas pot, you just pluck it, dry it, smoke it.
Yeah. There's that. I think the only reason I said cocaine was because it's one of those things that came to my mind that I think... Now, I know a lot of people would die. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's not deadly. But I don't think it's as deadly as what they make it out to be. The media or the police or the don't do it. And that's for good reason, probably, to keep people from fucking doing it. Because it does ruin your life.
Well, you and me...
But it doesn't really it ruins your life, but in a way that people or kids don't really think of that way. If that makes sense. Mm. It's a slow grind. It's a huge fucking amount of money. Mm. It's it taxes your life in a way that you wouldn't know.
Right.
Maybe right off bat, you wouldn't die.
So I think you and me could probably figure it out just by doing some deductive reasoning on our own, meaning the health effects.
Well, yeah.
So it would be first physical. The physical part is, you sniff cocaine, and if you already know the shit I'm saying, I'm just going to repeat it anyway for all of our viewers. When you sniff cocaine, you don't get high off the powder. You get high off of the vapors in the powder, and the vapors go into your lungs, and that's what gets you fucking high on coke. And that's a misunderstanding people have with Coke. They think the actual powder is if it was the powder, you could just put it in your butt or something, and people probably do that. So the reason it's cut with that kind of shit, made and processed with that, there's a lot of other chemical reasons for manufacturing it with gasoline or diesel. But when the coke vapors are going to travel a lot, what's the word? They're going to have a lot more accessibility to your lungs because they're combined with the vapors from the gasoline and diesel that's made with it. Like it's all part of that. So that physical part, that explains itself. You're going to rot your sinuses out.
Sure. So
that's the first and the most obvious health risk with doing cocaine. Solution, do better cocaine, then do less of it. Moving on. The next part that would be obvious would be your heart, right? That's really obvious. You're going to get high blood pressure and your heart's going to explode and then an alien's going to pop out of it.
That's probably true.
And then the other third part would be, what's it doing to you mentally? So that's it.
Well, the thing is that there's, I don't know, man. Like people, it's like there's stigmas attached to things as well that are like good and bad, depending on.
It's all stigma with drugs.
There's certain stigmas.
Yeah.
There's certain people who think you're cool if you do some things, and there's other people that think you're a fuckhead if you do other things, and that makes sense. And
sorry,
no, it's okay.
You notice I got rid of that hissing or the echo that's coming from you.
No, we just need to put some fucking foam in here.
No, look, it's just from this mic. Now listen.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's just it's
because this mic's picking you up. The solution to that is we just get closer to him for now. But that, you know what? The other thing is these are $25. I bet you we could get some nicer diaphragm than that. We could do a little bit of that. I bet you. Dude, they're good mics though. $25.
Well, I don't mind.
I've had them for like 4 years.
Well, I'm gonna get a stand and fucking mount it to the wall right here so I can fucking swing this bitch out.
Oh shit, that's a good idea. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well,
dude, look, we're live apparently right now. I just got an update.
That's dope.
Let's watch us.
I think we're on. So we can just get mics that fit right into these little jockey jammers there, right?
What's that?
We can just get different mics that fit into these little jockey jammers.
Yes, absolutely. There, right? And these are not expensive or hard to find. It's really funny about, the Music Underground. I wanted to talk about it anyway a little bit.
Sure.
Getting off drugs. Mm-hmm. It's so weird, the gear that's here. So, like, for example, if you need a microphone cable, we don't just have you covered. We could build you a house out of those cables.
We did build 2 houses down in South America last year with cables.
With cables. But if you need an instrument cable, good luck.
Yeah, people stole all those.
It's so fucking weird. So the other thing is, like, we have condenser mics, but we don't have the things that hold them.
Yeah, people stole those.
I mean, what would you do with it? Why do people steal shit? Stealing shit's lame.
They didn't mean to.
All right, let's play a song. How long have we been going?
They pretended like they were our friends.
I want to look up there. I'm just going to look. Deleted by moderator.
Son of a bitch.
Is that you?
Did it really say that? I didn't delete anything. Maybe somebody was talking shit.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, good. Oh.
Is there weird shit on there like that?
I don't know, but we want no fans. That's what we want.
What?
Well, like anti-fans? Did you say how big Trump got with anti-fans?
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't that what he was talking about? Anti-fans? Anti-fans? Oh, he was talking about something else, probably. Should I get my bossa?
Yeah, we can get the bossa back. Let me think of something to play here.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Let's get
Living on the street, sucking on bum dicks twice a week, selling that cheap cocaine. Oh, here, I got it. There we go. I helped a cow give birth in the backyard of some dude's house. fucking weird. I got cow chunks in my beard. I've been sucking this dick so long. I've been sucking that Donkey Kong. Dude, I sing a lot of just naughty stuff. I need to.
You should sing about love.
All right, here's my love song. Oh God! See, my mind was not going somewhere romantic. I had to stop myself. All right, oh yeah, you got this shit. Hell yeah! Let's see, it should be on. Oh, that's not right. I'm all live up in here. So, yeah. Everything's hot here. Seriously. Isn't the phone or something like... What's going on? Why? Why are things like this? Not even hot? Something's up with that PA. Whoa. It's like when you... Here's some advice.
Turn my mic on there.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Okay, I got you.
Really weird.
It's a cheap PA. Some stuff in this world you can buy cheap. There are some things. Let me give you a few examples of things you can buy cheap, and they'll do the job very well. You just have to know how to use them. Brake pads. Doesn't matter, dude. You can buy the solid gold brake pads, or you can buy the brake pads that are made with orphans. They're going to last the same amount of time, do the same thing. Toothbrush. Dental hygiene is very important, but the quality of your toothbrush is not going to improve the quality of the health of your mouth. It's how you use the toothbrush. Now, other things you cannot cut corners on. One of them is cocaine. The other is coffee. Motherfucking weed. Don't smoke the cheap shit. You done fucking. Wow, wow, yeah, me home alone. So yeah, that's because that whole song is because we got this PA.
It was beautiful.
We should do a song that you sing, Roman. You know, I was gonna say before we play, all of this is all because of Roman. The stream, the band, it's pretty awesome what we got going on here.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Teamwork, good teamwork.
Hell yeah. And I'm excited. I'm excited for things to open up and play some shows.
Yeah, and I'm stoked to be down here at the Underground and have our own like studio, and it's fucking pretty sick. And we got an extra camera for guests. Hopefully, it sounds like we might have Bobby Casey coming up maybe here soon.
Hell yeah. Get his ass in here.
Bobby, where the fuck are you? Let's make a clip out of this. Bobby, 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 where are you?
So I was thinking, like, I don't know what song to play when I don't have a song list in front of me. You know, I'm like, shite certain. What am I gonna play? Probably. I can do cover songs on the stream, right? People are gonna sue me.
I'm not really sure. I don't really think we're gonna make any money on this one.
What do you mean, dude? There's 400,000 viewers on here.
Might get money for this one, but I don't. gig. So if you want to give us money, I don't know how you would mail it to the underground, maybe in an envelope.
Oh man, what am I gonna play? This is like, ooh, I think I got one. Check this out. I forgot the lyrics. It's weird to play it acoustic. I'm sorry. Should we start it over, or should I just start singing?
No, we should start over. It's fun.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds good. So it's got a hat on my head. Okay. All right. Got a hat on my head, glasses over my eyes, a mask over my face, and when would you see my smile? When would you read my eyes? But my friend, I encourage you to try. Wish I could understand. Wish I could shake your hand. Hoping I can show you myself again. Hoping I can show you myself again. Show you myself again. Show you myself again. It was hard to do because I can't like sing high because of the condenser mic, but it was still kind of fun. Mm-hmm. I had some fun with it. So now it's time to bring it back to the classics, man. This next song is written about my grandpa who had 4 wooden legs. None of them were his. He just had 4 wooden legs. I never asked him where he got them. I think one of them may have been a head.
Like the leg was a head?
Yeah. I just saw that on a Far Side cartoon, and it was like the dude in the bar, and he's just got a peg head.
I mean, that's kind of... That's heavy.
I love it. It's so good.
It's heavy.
Oh, man. Okay, so, let me think. We got to play something original. Got to play something that's all mine. That we play.
Okay.
How about... Here, dude, you know what? Where are you going?
I'm just gonna keep moving around here so I like it.
I figure I'll show you a new song.
What's the
It's super easy. It's D. It's like open D, and then this key right here. I'm so bad at this. So if I'm tuning down, this is B. It's gotta be B. Nope. So if that's my A, then it's G. Yeah, it's G. Fuck yeah, it's G. Yep, okay. So there it is. It's D and G. And then the break is F. That's it. G right there. Yeah, and then the F is like. Yeah, I'll just like sing it. Well, you were waiting for me while I was waiting to see you. You're getting sick of waiting for me. Turn around, my eyes were fixed on the sound they were selling. I couldn't hear anything you said over my own. But the smell of that cigarette must be the smell of dying. Well, damn this addiction, man. Damn my suckers for buying. Well, you were waiting for me while I was trying to see through the things that I once thought and the things that I once knew. My mind was bent on a thought that had slipped through the cracks of my mind with the feeling of feelings I once knew. Whoa, whoa. That's basically it. It's like an acoustic song I used to play.
Yeah, that's smooth. Welcome, viewers. Hope you're having a wonderful day. This is Underground Radio, episode 7. Thank you for tuning in today. This is a premium portion of the streamcast. This portion is exclusive to members only. Thank you very much for understanding. Where do you even go with it from there? Doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't register.
It's so
I'm somewhere down that basement wondering who might come here, who might put their head in the door. What will I have recoil from today? What will I allow the heartburn to come from? Chicken sandwich, 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 chicken sandwich. out the back door, man.
My wife hates it when I sing in that voice so much.
Kind of like the hard redneck voice there.
That's exactly what that is, too.
Like a goddamn son of a bitch in the hard. I took a hard turn on the left. Man, I keep up with that.
So I
kind of like a little tight.
Yes, it's really tight in here.
No, I just need to navigate myself better.
So, I was trying to think, like, drop D. I'm like, I got nothing for drop D. What am I doing here? So, like, or wait, here I do, yeah. Time to bleed, I'll shed my share, I'll shed my share, I'm sure. Can't expect much more, or less, or less, or more. 'Cause it'll be time to leave, when there's nothing left to eat. Oh. What have we done, and now what's left to do? We continue to help each other build more walls. We're standing all alone. But together somehow we're standing all alone, building walls around our homes. It's time to wait, then we will wait, then we will wait some more. It'll feel a bit the same as the time that we had waited here before. That was really fun. I love the I can hear your bass.
Yeah, it's just normal.
Well, I can hear it. I have a really hard time hearing shit on stage and in our band rooms. And you hear me saying that a lot. And it changes everywhere you go. There's no like. Actually, there is an ultimate solution. Ultimate solution is what you recommended, and it's a fucking
the team in
earpiece,
like the team, because they have ones that are all on the same, like a 4-channel.
Yeah. So
everybody in the band's on the same wavelength, so you don't have to rely on everybody having different technology, different levels, different plugins.
Right.
Just one plug-in.
That's sick.
For 4 channels, and everybody gets the same feed, and then you can just turn. And then everybody has their own levels, like their own controls of their levels, obviously.
Right. I remember telling you, Trey has a, or used to, I don't think he does anymore, but he used to have just an expression pedal on his floor that said bass on it. And every time I looked at photos of his rig, I was like, what the fuck? It must be like the bass. I thought it was the bass of his guitar. Right. It was the bass monitor.
Sure.
So like when he wants to hear Mike, he can turn him up on it fucking will. Like, yeah, it's great. Because then I can link up with you more. Like right there, like I was able to link up with you way different than we do on stage. Or I mean I say stage because we practice on a stage.
Yeah.
Who gets to do that? We're brats.
Yeah, right.
Hey man, we're old. We deserve it. Eventually, sometimes you get nice shit. I don't know. What do you think?
I love it. That was fun.
No, I mean like
we should take a break.
Okay, cool.
Or go come tomorrow, I guess. But you know, because that was an hour, right?
This was an hour?
Yeah.
Okay, where does it show that on there?
I think they're on live right there on the very top right.
I see it, yeah.
This is 1 something or other, right? But
I want to say thanks to our 20,000 viewers.
Yeah, 20,004. It looks like.
I think it's just 4.
And well, I think we bought those 20,000. But I'd like to give a shout out to Kat Lista for getting me involved really overall with the way that how like can I be picky about my cameras, because if you look at the cameras that we have right now, I really appreciate how we have both cameras on us and we can talk and stuff, but then we also have like a room camera.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that.
The angle's okay right now and I can work on it, but the thing is that honestly I like she helps me when I try to say, oh, something's good enough, and it's like, well, fuck that, just get a better thing, right? Just make it better. So
well, I mean, when you think about the interaction with video is an image and audio, so you might as well get good audio and good image.
Yeah, I mean, and if it's just a little bit of your effort of like kind of just looking into stuff, and a little bit of money, but not really that much, But anyways, all right. Well, we're gonna sign off today. We're gonna try to hook into the board tomorrow with some other mics and see if we can get a better sound from the band tomorrow. I'm kind of stoked about that.
Oh, dude, we'll get a great sound. I'm serious. I think these condenser mics in here, and like I said, we just keep the volumes on them low, and then we need a mic, which is some kind of mic. We have long ass cables, bro. Right. So we can just run one of these out there, and probably just want to do the
just 2 overheads or something.
That's what I'm thinking, man. Even just 58s. Yeah, just do vocal mics. Just do 2 58 overheads and then have these back here.
But just be able to control it. Well, you be able to hear through the headphones what it sounds like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kinda. Well, I will maybe with these, but it'll be hard to hear.
Let's do just a 1 sound check song and then I'll go take a break and listen to it.
I think, okay. And then I also think that today, if we fuck around in here a little bit, we might be able to find some more equipment that we can use that might make things even easier. So,
okay.
Start poking around a little bit. Anyways, all right. Nice to see everybody.
Guys, now this is Mick the Ripper.
Bye-bye. Oh, man, that's weird, dude. Are we off camera? Yeah. Just kidding. Oh.
I can fart.
God dang, dude. Man, the cut scenes. Oh, shit. What was that? I just cussed on camera. Let's say something that you just can't take back ever again.